Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. At the Overlook, Audra makes a prolonged, heartfelt speech to Nate. She knows she broke his trust, but being with him has shown her how things could be with a truly good man. She's ashamed and truly sorry. Tearing up, she asks if there's any way he could give her another chance. Nate cries, but remains silent and resistant as Audra rambles on. Finally speaking, he reflects on the shocking nastiness of her lying to him and doubling down. Audra cries that she's separated things in her mind, and admits to having jealousy for those for whom things come easy, who look down and judge people like her who have to make compromises. Nate feels these are excuses. Audra vows she's changed, but Nate tells her what she did changed how he sees her. Audra can do better now. Nate reminds Audra she said she wanted to leave the worst parts of her behind before, but she lied repeatedly and tried to seduce Kyle. Audra argues it was not a seduction, but a con. If she could go back and do it over, she would. She's bearing her soul. He knows how hard that is for her. Nate shrugs. Maybe it's just because she hates to lose. Audra promises if he gives them another chance he won't regret it. Nate doesn't see a way back. Audra vows she'll do whatever it takes. All he has to do is say yes. Nate knows too much. He'd constantly be second-guessing everything she says and does. He can't go back, not with her, not now. With that, Nate walks off and leaves Audra in tears. Victor arrives at the Abbott mansion to tell Jack that he wants the two of them to talk to Jill together. Jack assumes this means he's bought into his plan to join forces. Victor hasn't agreed to that. He wants to be in on the meeting to see if it's worth his time to deal with the Abbott. He warns Jill may not agree to intervene with Kane on their behalf. Jack argues she won't let her surrogate son self-destruct. He wants Victor to commit. Victor won't confide his plans to anyone whose name is not Newman. Jack's sure that Jill will get Kane to admit the AI software doesn't exist, and he just wants attention. It's the one threat he can use to get them all where he wants them. To what end, Jack doesn't know. They keep debating, and Victor wonders if Billy's gotten to Jill first. Jack complains about the mustache's fixation on his brother. Victor thinks Billy would sell all of them out if Kane dangles Chancellor. On the Kane train, Billy whines that Jill that came to see Kane first, her number one. Jill says she and Ashby have a lot to discuss. Billy continues being bitter and bratty, and then announces that there's a lot she needs to know about Kane. Jill muses, "So I've been hearing." Jill heeded a warning from Jack and questions what Kane's up to and why he's in Genoa City. Billy snarks, "Yeah, everyone's really happy to see him." He flat out tells his mother that Kane's planning to use his AI software to decimate all the companies in town. Jill gawps, "Is that true?" Kane casually says nothing has happened. Billy points out that they don't really know if it's true, but it's enough to make your head spin. Jill looks to Kane for answers again, but he's not forthcoming. Billy explains this is what he does. He acts like Victor. Jill needs a moment to process, but wants to know where Billy stands on making up with her. Billy launches into his hard-done-by routine and rants at his mother for a bit, complaining that she doesn't believe in him and took Chancellor away, leaving Victor to rub it in. Kane tells him to ease up and asks Jill why she wanted to see the two of them. Jill wants them to become family and pleads with Billy to let her make this up to him. Billy wonders if Kane follows through on his apocalyptic plan, will she lose faith in him too? With that, he flounces off welcoming Jill back to town. Jill tells Kane she's worried she'll lose him too. Sitting, Kane tells Jill that Billy loves her. Jill loves him too, but they're too much alike, or maybe she's missing some critical element of motherhood. But she needs her son. Switching gears, she asks Kane about the accusations. "You wouldn't sell your soul to get even more, would you?" She needs to understand how he could be so cruel to those she cares about. Kane pulls Jill into a hug. They discuss him not coming to Chance's funeral because he felt guilty. Jill exclaims that it wasn't his fault. No one knew what Carter was capable of. Jill hopes he's ready to come back to the family and friends who love him. Kane grunts, "Who would that be, exactly?" With a gasp, it dawns on Jill that he's feeling lonely and rejected. She warns that giving up will only ruin getting his family back. Nate rejoins Amy at Society and updates her on Audra's speech at the Overlook. He admits he got to see a side of her most people don't get to see.